Hey, Victoria, we're here today at the Ryan Resilience Lab on Collie. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have all of these amazing green systems at the Ryan Resilience Lab that are designed to help homeowners, businesses, and developers live and play resiliently in a floodplain. So we can start right here on our front porch. We have a lot of cool features to show. We've got our rain barrels, which capture water from the roof. And then those rain barrels allow the water to actually come down these two white pipes you see here into our soaker hose, which allows the water to soak down into our rain garden.
So you're reusing all the rainwater, nothing's going to waste.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And the reason that's so important is because the number one threat to the Elizabeth River, do you know what it is at this point today?
Is it just rainwater and street water runoff?
Polluted runoff, exactly.
Okay.
It's polluted runoff. So we want to reduce that by capturing all the water. Every single drop of water that falls on this 3/4 acre property stays on this 3/4 acre property.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting. I know in the front too, the water runoff from the streets is filtered through the vegetation that you have, right?
Yes, yeah. So we have this system up front that you can see. It's called the RAFT. It stands for Runoff Attenuation Filtration Technology. Just rolls off the tongue. And so I like to think of it like a rain garden for the road. So water builds up on the road. It flows in through these grates that we can see down there. It fills up like a concrete bathtub. And then the water can just slowly soak back down into the ground, getting filtered by the plant.
Okay, and not just running straight into the river with all the debris and...
Precisely.
Yes, that's awesome.
So this is our green wall, our living wall. And so we've got these two species of native vines that we planted in December of 2023. And they're growing up our south-facing side of the building. And the purpose is to shade the building, right? We live in the northern hemisphere, so the sun's hitting the southern part of the building. And it's shading the building. That means we don't have to run the air conditioning as hard, right? And saving energy is important because that's a climate change solution. We get our energy from burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and methane gas. So if we can reduce how much energy we're using, we're reducing our impact on climate change. Also, this is habitat for all of our native species. Yes. We have hummingbirds and bees and all sorts of critters that love to make their home here or come to check out the fruits and the pollen. I was even giving a tour once and a hummingbird showed up like on cue to start like feeding from the birds, like as if I paid it to do that. And it's amazing, how quickly they have
I was going to say, just in a couple years, I mean, it's almost to the top of the building. That's really cool.
Yeah, and so we have this greenery actually all along the southern side of the building going down this way as well. So this is something that somebody could do to reduce their energy bill at their own home as well. So Colleen, does anything stand out to you about this platform here?
Obviously the different colors, and they probably mean something, and I'm not quite sure what that is.
Alrighty, well, yes, that's a good observation. We've got this very colorful platform, and what we're looking at is an artistic rendition of data. So you're looking at local Norfolk sea surface temperatures starting about 1873, 1874, and moving on to 2023. Blue is cold, red is warm. So you can see as we progress through time, more than 100 years, what do we see happening in modern time to our sea surface
Obviously, it's getting warmer and warmer.
Exactly. Our oceans are warming. We see that. And so that's kind of what this
Why do we see the dark blue? I mean, that's a true serious question. Like, why does it get dark blue there right there? Do we know?
You know, oceans have complicated current patterns, and it could have been a La Nina year, something like that.
Right.
Specifically why we get a very hot day or a very hot, 3-year time span of water is a super, super complicated question to answer, which is why it's so important to look at these longer trends.
Right, longer trends,
because, yeah, you're right. Like if we were to just look at like one 20-year time span, we might come to the wrong conclusion about what's happening over
decades.
Yeah, exactly. So you notice the pilings here, right? And so the pilings, it looks like a dock because it is a dock. So this whole platform will float. When Collie goes underwater again, which it already did during Hurricane Isabel, this whole platform will float, the ramp floats, and that provides easier access for people to get into the higher elevated building.
I hope I never have to see it, but...
Yep.
All right. Victoria, what do we have going on down here?
So down here, we've got our two cisterns. They hold 5,000 gallons of water each, and they catch all of the remaining water that hits our roof that those first two rain barrels don't catch. And so, water goes through our green roof up top, comes down that white pipe there, gets filtered through that black drum for sediment before it even comes in here. So when we flush our toilets here at the Ryan Resilience Lab,
okay, it's cistern water.
It's cistern water. Yep, water goes up into those pipes and feeds our toilets. And that's important because all of us at home, at school, at work, anywhere you go to the bathroom, the grocery store, we are flushing our toilets with drinking water. We've pulled that water out of the aquifer, we treated it to make it drinkable, and then we use it to flush human waste down toilets. So not a really good use
doesn't
of
make
that
much
water.
sense. Yeah.
And otherwise, all this water would be gushing off of our roofs,
right,
causing flooding, causing problems, causing pollution to our river, and instead we're capturing that water and using it for something we all really need, which is to flush the toilets. So down here, we are in our outdoor classroom. And we use this space to engage community. We have little events here. We
oyster spat, like we talked about already.
Yeah. So we can talk about how important oysters are.
And it looks like you've got some native plants down here that...
We do, yeah. So this is our learning park, and we have 3 more rain gardens out here. 1, 2, 3. And we've got permeable pavers as well. So on a rainy day like today, all this water, rather than building up on this surface and then having to run off somewhere, it can actually soak down into the ground. So beneath the ground, beneath those pavers there, you've actually got 3 feet of gravel.
Oh, wow, 3 feet. Okay.
3 feet of gravel. So this is like a giant sponge absorbing
It's like
water.
a big filter.
And I want you to picture for a moment that all of this is actually a parking lot. Because that's what it was 4 years ago. This was a parking lot. There were boats and RVs sitting here. There were oil tanks under the ground to siphon gasoline off into those vehicles. And we were able to remove all of that and put all this native vegetation back in, put in a buffer, put in a living shoreline to filter the water and have a cleaner river.
I'm so glad you guys are here.
Yeah, us too. So here we have our resilient sheds, and when you live in a floodplain, which we all do, we need a way to keep things high and dry, right? People keep their lawnmowers, extra paint, gasoline, things that we don't want to leach out into the river, and we don't want our things damaged. So we're just modeling 2 different ways to keep things high and dry.
Okay, I honestly didn't even notice that when we walked up, but this one's high and this one is on piers.
Yeah, this one will float. So if that creek comes up high enough, this whole shed will just float on top of the water.
Wow. What do we have up here, Victoria?
Up here, we have our demonstration green roof. We call it our demonstration green roof because the rest of the green roof is on the roof, but we've got solar panels and green roof on our roof. And here we can see an example of what that looks like. So green roofs come in all different shapes and sizes. This one is only 3 inches deep. It's gravel planted out with sedum, which is a type of succulent. So it's going to be happy in nutrient poor soil like gravel.
Okay.
And it's going to be happy to be baked in the sun all day like what's going to happen on a roof. I've seen green roofs that have trees coming out of them. So those are going to be very heavy, very big. But green roofs come as shallow as 2 inches.
Wow.
And the architect that built this building told us, you do not need a specially designed roof to have a green roof on your building.
Oh, wow.
Your roof is already designed to bear the weight of people walking on it, snow,
Right.
water. So of course you want to consult a roofer before you do anything to your roof, but
You could easily do it, right?
Yes.
You don't need that much extra to be able to do it. That's really cool.
So this is one of the only systems that's not designed to capture water.
Right.
It's
It
gravel.
just-
It's supposed to let the water go through.
But it absorbs a lot of water because of the plants and...
It absorbs a little bit, but this is more, again, a climate resilience feature.
Okay.
So this is covering your building with vegetation, and the importance of that, just like the green wall, the living wall that we saw downstairs, it insulates the building so you don't have to run the AC and the heat quite so hard. And I'd say even more importantly, it's reducing that heat island effect, right?
Right.
The fact that cities and towns are measurably hotter than the
Yes,
surrounding countryside
right.
because we've removed all the vegetation.
Right.
So when we put vegetation back on buildings, it's not only a win for like you and your building, you're actually doing the entire community a solid when you do that.
I've been walking back, 'cause I lose my rhythm, can't keep track of that. It was a shot in the park, and I know it. Yeah. I think I'm letting you go.
So this room is really impressive. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah. This is our Macon and Joan Brock River Room. This is where we start and end all of our tours. It's also where we have meetings. We host all different kinds of groups here. It also acts as a rotating art gallery.
Okay.
So there's always something new to see when people come through here. And it's where we host all of our events for the most part. And we can see all different kinds of really cool things from the building from here, from fun facts about the carpet and the windows. There's so much to talk about. But we also like to tell folks about how our river
the state of the river. Okay.
Exactly.
I've heard of this before. We're scored ABC.
Exactly. So just like in school, we want A's, right? And so what we can see is that a lot of different branches of the Elizabeth River are sitting at a C or a D. And so there's still a lot of work to be done. We celebrate how far this river has come from being a dead river in the 90s. So we can, certainly celebrate how far we've come, but we definitely don't want people to think that we've achieved all that.
No, there's a lot of work left to do.
There's a lot of work left to do. So overall, we can see that we're sitting at this health score of a C. We were very close to a B the last time we did this. So our hope is that if everyone
When's the next time that we're scored?
Yeah, we'll probably do another one in about 2028.
Okay.
So we've got a little bit of time. And so between now and then, we need people to do all that they can at school, at home, at work, at church, wherever they are, to reduce urban runoff, right? What can we do to keep water on site and let it slowly soak back down into the ground so it's not flooding our streets and causing all this polluted runoff to our Elizabeth River?
Okay.
I'm out of luck, wasn't the first time that I picked you up. It's something that I can't explain.
Thank you so much for the tour today. I learned even more than last time I was here, actually.
Awesome. Well, we were so happy to have you all. And for everyone watching, we would love for you to come check out the Ryan Resilience Lab. We offer free public guided tours of the lab on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have self-guided tours, loads of free events, and you can see them all on our website at elizabethriver.org. And we would love for you to get involved by signing up with our free Riverstar Homes program and our Riverstar Businesses program. These are ways to get involved and reduce urban runoff, or become a member and support all the work that we do. So thanks, everyone.